Get. Get. Hi everybody. Today we are going to talk about water. The importance of water for our horses and even for ourselves, and how important good clean water is. This video is actually sponsored by Springs Whole House Water Filter System, and we're going to show you that system and even show us installing it into our water system so that we can have good clean water for our horses and for ourselves. Over the years, many times we've had, for some reason, one of our floats have stuck, and so the water has run, for example, all night long, and it's done things to our well that's kind of messed up our water. Maybe the well has got low enough that it's sucking up sediments and making our water all dirty. So a lot of times the water will be, when we realize what's going on, we get a problem fixed, and then the water is dirty for some time, rusty and just not very good water. So we put a small filter system in our water years ago, and it's helped a little bit, but not that much. So we're hoping that this type of system will work so much better, and I'm quite sure it will. It's quite the system. We'll show you that here in a little bit. This has been kind of a rainy day, and I'm busy on several rainy day stuff, and so the horses have not been worked yet today, and they very possibly won't get worked today. But quite often I'd have them outside for the day, but I kept them in thinking that maybe I can get some of my stuff done so that it would allow me to work my horses a little bit. But because of the rainy weather, I'm not sure. But since they're inside, they need some water at lunchtime, so we're giving them some water even now. And as you can see, they love their water. So in our barn today, we have the horses kind of swapped up a little bit because we've been working Lady quite a bit. She is in her old stall today, which is normally Earl's stall. And Bill is in his right stall, Duke is in his right stall, and Earl, who is quite dirty, is in Baron's stall, and Baron is out with the fillies. So that's how we have it set up here, because these are the four we're working mostly. Baron still does get some working, but not every day. So we'll let Lady out, see if she wants some water. And then we'll go outside, and I'm going to show you some water changes that we want to be doing in the barnyard even. As you can see, Brenda put up a fly trap. I don't even know what kind it is. Fly hunter, it says. Don't know anything about it. She put it up, and hopefully that'll keep our fly levels to a minimum as we start in the summer season. So as we come out into the barnyard, we have a few changes here that are in the process of being made. This is the water tub that's been sitting here for some time, and we have it set up so the horses on both sides of the barnyard fence can drink out of it. Well, I've decided now I want to take this tub down along that fence row so the cows can drink out of it. There's a stream, but there's not always water there all summer long, so they need another source of water. So if we set it up down there, that will be great. I've been trying to figure out exactly how I want to do this, and I've decided that what I'm going to do is put this jug, which is a water that I've never actually used yet. I've had it for about a second hand. I've had it for a while now, and we need to get that set up, and that is going to go right here, and like I said, that tub will go down below. I'm not confident that this type of water will allow the water to come in fast enough to feed a lot of animals, but for in these barnyards for a few horses, I bet that's going to work great. That's why we need to take the tub down there and split it between the horses and the cows, so there's plenty of water for them, and I'll put a float in this so that the water is here at all times. And hopefully at the end of this video we'll have that set up and I can show you the ending results on that. But right now let's go see about getting this water system in our barn. So guys, we are now in our dry kiln where all of our water comes in, and hopefully it's light enough so we can show you what we're doing. Our situation here on the farm is, like every good farmer, you need to have your barn set up properly before your house. So what happens here on this farm is the water actually comes in from the well to the barn first, and then from the barn it then goes to the house. So that's what we're dealing with here. Since we were, like I'd said, having a little bit of troubles with our water with the rust and whatnot in the water, a couple years ago we put this particular filter, and we had it right in here, and we just took that out just now a little while ago, and that helped, but it surely didn't solve the problem. And so now with this new system, we think we can have a lot better results, and it'll have a lot cleaner water. So we'll show you in a few minutes the system. I'm also excited that today our friend Jay is going to be helping us. Now Jay, for some of you guys that watch our daughter's channel, which is called A Drill in a Dream, where she has fixed up this house and now she's continually doing stuff up there. He has helped so much on that house, and so a lot of you guys would know Jay, and fortunately he's coming to help me today. So we'll get going. Is that too much in your face?
No, that's good.
Okay guys, so we're in the building here trying to get this put together, and here's our buddy Jay. Say hi, Jay.
Whoa.
So this is it. Ice Spring is the name of the company. And look at those canisters. They all have filters, which I haven't even pulled apart yet. So look at these filters. It's huge. Of course I gotta take the plastic off still, but that goes on there. And then each canister has this cover that screws right on. So that's how all the water is filtrated. And look at the amount of what would you call it? Amount of water that's going to be going, the amount of filters there that the water has to go through, all three of those. So that's going to work really good. So here we have the outlet where it goes out, and this T-ish thing here is the inlet, which is down here. So that'll go down there, and that will be the water going in, and then this is the water coming out that will go back into our system. So guys, this horizontal filter bottle design is going to make this replacing it very simple. And it's so nice to have it standing all by itself. But I wanted to show you something. So it's important, for one, not to over tighten these. And as you can see, we turn it so it's just level with the name right there. So it's hand tight quite well. And that's going to be just right. So a great thing about this system is that you can use customized cartridges based on your water's own quality. So the top two were, what were they, Jay? Carbon block, yes. Yeah. They were carbon block. And this last one on the bottom is for sediment. So if you have, apparently if you have more sediment, you can actually use two of the sediments and then one of the carbon block. I'm not sure even what carbon block means. Do you know, Jay?
No.
But yeah, so it's nice to have those options. So if you're dealing with sediment, chlorine, iron, or lead, you can just use the right cartridges for you and your situation. All right, I'll be the guinea pig. So, what would you, should I just go right dead center, approximately? Because we've got some give there.
Yeah, we got give there. Yeah, somewhere maybe.
We are ready to give it a try. Turn my breaker on. We'll keep this valve shut off until we get a little water in our pressure tank, and then we'll slowly turn this on and watch for leaks the whole time. So before I did not have a shut off. That's why there's so much pressure left over in that tank that blew out a whole bunch of water. And I've replaced the filters in the old filter before, and I can't remember it, but I probably just had to wait until the water was all out of the system. And right here on this concrete floor, I didn't really care. So now, here in a minute, we'll turn this valve here on and see if we can get water in the system. What do you think, Jay? Shall we wait a little longer? Less pressure if we do it now.
Yeah.
Apparently it's got to be pretty tight if you got to use this thing here.
Yeah.
I didn't on that top one, but... Well, good morning, everybody. We finally got our water system fixed, and we are in Brenda's flower gardens right now. But I want to take Brenda. You want to go see the system, and I'll show you what we did?
Yeah, that sounds really great.
Okay, let's go to the barn, and I'll show you what we got. Well, here's our unit all done. What do you think, Brenda?
It looks nice and clean, and like there's a lot of filtration area there, which looks great.
Yes, there is. It's just a simple thing of using this to open these covers up, pulling the filters out and replace them with new ones. And iSpring has apparently a whole bunch of different filters that can be used in here for whatever your situation might be that you're dealing with mostly. So that is great. So let's go now even to show you a few other things here that's happening on the farm.
Bull boy, where are you?
I want to show you guys a little bit of something. We have a new bowl here. Brenda just gave some grain to him, and
Come here, bull boy.
surprised Brenda hasn't got a name for him.
That's his name.
Probably
Bull
when he
boy.
come out. Come on, guy. Let me see this. There he comes. Hey, guy.
Hey, honey.
So here's a new bull. We're really happy with him. A little bit spooky, but not that bad. And he'll be going out with the cows very soon to get them bred. but we're really pleased with him so far.
Skippy terrorizes him all the time. Well, not really. He just annoys him. He has to come over here and think he's a big boss and try to bite him and stuff.
I was able to scratch his head just a tiny little bit. Brenda said she scratched his head a little bit. So he's getting used to us a little bit. But he's never going to be a pet. He is here for a purpose, and that is to get our cows bred back.
I'll tell you one thing. I ain't going in the pen with him.
I don't want you to.
And good. He does like his grain. You're a nice looking boy. You think he needs a name other than Bull Boy?
That's up to you. Okay, let's go show you the waters outside. That's all done now. So this morning I've been exercising the horses a little bit. It's nice. It's a beautiful sunny day, but we surely did get a lot of rain the last couple days. In that barn we have Duke and Lady, and they'll get worked a little bit also today. And outside in our barnyard we have our waters all set up. We have the jug set up, so we're happy with this. Oh, what's
Skip,
that? Perfect.
Skip, you want to show us everybody how it works? Go ahead, come here.
So this, of course, has water on both sides, and as a horse comes in to drink, they'll start drinking, and this water will go down, and after it gets down to a certain point, then if you listen closely, this is taking a lot longer than I thought, but here's the water. As it goes down, the water turns on because of the float and keeps it filled up so that the horses can drink water, fresh water at all times, and hopefully, and I expect it does, come in fast enough so they can drink it just as fast as they want to drink.
So you think they've already figured it out?
Yes, yeah. So that water is set up. We also put a T on our line and ran this 3/4 inch black plastic along underneath the fence here. And my plan was, and still might be, to cover that up with sand so that the horses won't paw it and break it that way. But for right now, I think it's fine just like that until I get some more sand here in my barnyard. Down here, we have the cows, and this spot right here has always been wet, and this is exactly where my tile is, but it's still wet, and I think that will improve over time. But what I did for right now is I need to, if I had more sand here, I would put my pipe out and put a float on my tank, and then I could just take some sand and cover up my plastic pipe. But since I don't have that right now, I chose to put an end on the plastic pipe with a spot here to hitch on a garden hose, so I can just turn on this valve and my garden hose is running, and I can just carry it down there and fill up this tub so that the cows and whatever horses are on this side of the fence can have access to water. Right now, the cows have water in different spots in the pasture, so they really don't desperately need this water tub. So that's why I don't really need the float set up right now, because I can easily just fill it up every 3 or 4 or 5 days, whatever it happens to be. The horses may drink out of this, or they may drink out of the jug, and just depends on what they prefer. So this is going to work really good, especially later in the summer when it starts getting drier. They're going to need this water. And because of this filter system, it should be all good and clean. So we're looking forward to that.
So here we are with the new water filter, and it looks great. I love how huge the canisters are to for the filtration. And it's really making a difference in our water in the house. The water is clear and clean. And I have been wanting something like this for a very long time. And I am so glad that we got this ice spring system. It's really changed the quality of our water a lot. thanks for coming to our house. Well, let's go in and see how things are looking in the house with the new water system. So I am just got some lettuce out of the garden, and it's dirty because we just had a lot of rain, but it sure is nice to have some good clean water to rinse it off with. So I'm glad to have this reliable water source here. And I wanted to show you also, how nice and clean the dishes look with this good fresh water. So we are very happy with the filter, the iSpring filter. It's made a difference in our living. And I'll just get a little fresh water for the fridge. Jim likes his water cold. So there we have it. Loving it.